As we get deeper into the NBA playoffs, the level of play is getting increasingly better. But there are still some exceptions. Week in Worst is our weekly look at the worst of the sporting world. For more, we go to Bill Hanstock, SB Nation's resident lumberjack.
Welcome back to the Week in Worst. This week I was all set to talk about Greg Popovich being so bummed out by Manu Ginobili's awful three-point attempt that ended up being a clutch air ball. But there's not really a lot to say on the subject. Unlike those after-school movies, Greg Popovich is a dad who is angry and disappointed. So instead I'm going to talk about a play that led to just wanton destruction and devastation. It was a basketball tableau that ended up being what I'm going to term as the NBA's Guernica. It was Marc Gasol attempting to save a ball from going out of bounds, and instead it just led to devastation, despair, wailing, sackcloth and ashes. He tried to save the ball from going out of bounds and flaying it back towards the court. It just hit Kendrick Perkins in the shoulder, and while Kendrick Perkins ended up looking very confused because Kendrick Perkins often isn't aware what a basketball is just by sight alone, Marc Gasol then went flying out of bounds into the crowd, into a bunch of people, into an official. I think there was probably a dog, a corgi in there somewhere. There's just so much going on here that you really need to break down and examine. There's Marc Gasol, of course, going flying. There's an official going ass over tea kettle for absolutely no reason. Nice backwards roll there, ref. And then there's a guy with a gray t-shirt tucked into belted acid-wash jeans who's just cowering in fear the whole time. But really, when you're wearing a gray t-shirt that's tucked into belted acid-wash jeans, most of your life is probably spent cowering. If you could zoom in and enhance, I'm pretty sure you would find a belt clip cell phone on the other side of that guy's pants, but that's just some assumption on my part. There's just so much going on here. There's the crowd laying hands on Marc Gasol all of a sudden like they're at an impromptu Benny Hinn show. It's a gif to savor and to love and to cherish. And thank you so much, Marc Gasol, for giving us this masterpiece of devastation.